of course, that is another point to talk, to argue about that we are in disadvantage with European clubs because still they have 20 days more to operate, and I think it was a big mistake for the Premier League to allow that. You know, in some time was good because you are going to start the season, but in this type of situation, you know, we open the door for different clubs in Europe to try to create a confusion in your squad, you know. And I think they, after 2 seasons to operate in this way, the Premier League realized that maybe if Europe not change, I think we need to go back and start to operate in the same way that they operate now. I think that is, we cannot, England, the Premier League cannot give disadvantage to the European club, because after you are going to compete, it's different way if you not compete in Champions League or in Europe with them. Okay, I understand to close before, and I think we all will be agree. But after going to compete and with all the European clubs, I think it's big advantage for them that they can operate and can create a mess in club like us or different club in England. No? But I am so happy in the way that today is the squad. I was happy before, and now I'm happy plus. I am a happy man. I cannot talk about rumors. Maybe yes or maybe no. You know, maybe yes or maybe no. The most important is that we are happy, and I think we work hard to try on the end to add players. We sign, I think, very good, talented young players like Ryan Sessegnon and Giovanni Lo Celso and Tanguy Ndombele, that they are so young and still room to improve a lot. They are not a product that is a final product. They need to work hard. They need to prove that they can be top player on the Premier League and in a club like Tottenham. But for us, it's so exciting because I think they have the talent to improve, and of course they are in a different level. But of course, we are going to provide, like Tottenham are doing in the last 5 years, providing the platform for them to improve and try to be the player that we expect that they can be.
Where does all of this leave Christian Eriksen at the moment with his contract up next summer? Is he somebody who could still leave the club in the next month?
Look, all the personal situation, I think is not right to talk. You know, it's a lot of rumor, like you say. You asking me about player in, is about player out. I think we cannot wasting time talking about every single rumor that appear on the news, because on the end, the players that today are here, for me, I am more than happy to have the player or the squad that we already have after close the transfer window in England. The players are so professional. All the players are so professional, and the player commitment is no doubt. All the players with 1 year left, or 2 years, or 5 years, I think they are professional, and they all, I think the players that we have today on the squad, they show their commitment with the team and with the club, and that is no doubt.
And in your opinion as a coach, is he a player that you need for the full season, or can you do without him if he does leave in the next month, or is he an important part of the team for the full season?
For me, all the players that today are on the squad are important. If they are not important tomorrow, can be important after tomorrow, you know, because on the end, if you want to win or to be a contender to win the Premier League or to win a trophy, it's so important to have a squad, very competitive squad and quality. And of course, we are talking about the players that are in Tottenham. In the last 4 years, we are playing Champions League, and we've played months ago, we played the final of the Champions League. I think, like I told today to the player, you are top players. And they are top players. All the players that are involved in Tottenham are very good players, you know. And of course, me or another coach or another manager, of course, should be agree with me that you prefer to have good quality and of course a number of good quality player to first of all to make competitive them to compete each other, to try to give their best and to be better, and of course because it's a long season for competition and in 10 months, and of course you know very well that it's tough and different period you are going to use different player, and sometimes you need to rest player and some injuries can happen, and of course you need to keep the quality if you want to be consistent and try to challenge for big things. It's so important to have good quality players in your squad.
Which players are you considering at right back this season? Because Kieran's left the club, Serge is injured as well, and you've got a few other injuries at right back.
You know me, that I am so brave, and we can create players that can play in different positions. You know, of course, it's Skywalker Pita. We are thinking in trying to find the best solution. I love to try. I love the challenge to try to create or to create a dynamic that help the team that no miss player. You know.
Mauricio, we saw Brian Sessegnon come in yesterday. What does that mean for Danny Rose, another left-sided player?
I think Danny is, after 5 years playing with me and always playing with me, is a very important part of my plan. Of course, Sessegnon is still so young, and only Ryan is 19 years old. I think can be a potential very good player. Still not too much experience in Premier League. He was playing in Fulham and in a position like a fullback, if not like a winger, left winger. And of course, always is now about time. I think Ryan maybe is a little bit behind to Lo Celso or Tanguy and Ndombele, that they have different age. Lo Celso 23 and 22 Tanguy have more experience playing in a top level, in high level. Ryan need first of all that he's injured and maybe he's 3 or 4 weeks out of the group, and then we'll see how he's going to adapt. But you know, I think the club signed a player like signed Jacques Clark for the future. You know, future is medium, long term. I think we cannot expect from Ryan that he's going to performance. If he performs in the best way, of course, he's going to have the possibility to play, because with me always are going to play like always happened in the past. The best player that showed the best is going to play after on the weekend. But you know, it's no pressure on him, no pressure in Lo Celso, no pressure in Tanguy. I think they have the profile that they still need to improve. They arrive from different leagues with different background than others, and they still need to adapt themselves to the new country, new philosophy, and the new club. And of course, it's the responsibility of our player and the senior player that work here that try to help them to perform at the best. But we cannot put the focus in our new signing. You know, that is the most important. To give time. A lot of examples like happen here or happen in different clubs. And then when you sign a young player, you need to give, of course, time for them to adapt, to help, to understand, and of course, to show the confidence and the trust that one day can start to perform in the way that we expect from them. No?